have the other ones available in there.
Wait.
But
What? So, Luke, what are you drinking today? Coca-Cola.
Morning on the way to the gym and set my ukulele on top of the car and then drove off down the road.
I don't mean to bow after that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Mojo! I learned my lesson from last time. What a welcome, thank you. I drink the most fruity drinks imaginable.
It's laundry day.
it's laundry day.
So you always wear hats with laundry day.
I'm here to do you a favor, Jen. I just say, ukulele.
So how did you two meet?
Well, there's these places in San Francisco. I think they're called bathhouses.
It's like one of those things where everyone wants to focus on like the big events that happen, but day to day, what we're doing is we're on like Boulevard Drawstream smoking weed, making comics. It's chill. It's so much fun, and like
Yes. Man, I'm not a YouTuber. Woo! Whoa, yes, guys! It is Sunday. It is Sunday. You know what that means? That means another episode of A Drink With Brink, where I talk with other indie creators about their hopes and their dreams and their life and their campaigns, but also their books. In this case, today it's a little bit different. I will explain later. But first, I still have not uploaded my trailer for my current campaign because we still have a campaign going on, guys. Perfect 10 book 5 and POWERTRIP book 2. So 2 new books combined in one campaign. And it's now live on Indiegogo, it's on Found My Comic, and it's in pre-launch stage on Kickstarter. You can find all the links down the video. By the way, POWERTRIP book 2 is finished. And with finished, I mean finished. So it's printed. Look at this. I have it right here. I have it here. It's completely done. Look at this beauty, guys. It's done. It's completely finished. It has 3 shorter stories from the Jamie Comics universe made by different creative teams. Like I wrote a story. I did that story together with Paul Rodriguez. And then we have like Lee Byron Carver of the Company Man, and it's drawn by Gilbert Monsanto. And we have another story from Shadow Lion, a new character, new Brazilian superhero. Really, really cool stuff, guys. And you can get this book with the current campaign, so go check it out. By the way, if you only want a digital book, you can also buy that, and I will send it out immediately. So you will just select the digital copy, and I will send it out, and you will have it within 2 days. All right. Calm down, Dave. Calm down. Let's see who's in the chat with us today. I saw Gorilla Mar. Gorilla Mar's in the chat. Show on the stream. Gorilla Mar, what's up, guys? Welcome, Gorilla Mar. Guys, subscribe to Gorilla Mar's YouTube channel. He does comic book reviews. He does short reviews, but also longer reviews. So go check it out. Subscribe. And if you're watching, please like this video. Like this video. And now it's time for the guest. It's time to guest. By the way, if you're watching, bring in some more people. Just send out this link on the social media. Let's bring in some more people, and then we can have a chat with the guests. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find where everything is. All right, it is. Still getting used to this Streamlabs thing, but we'll get there. We're almost professional, guys. All right. It's time for the guest. I think I can call him by his name. So Ronin Entertainment Comics is the label that he's from. And we're going to talk with Mr. Jarrel. Mr. Jarrel. Woo!
Happy to be back.
Yeah, have to be back from the green room. Jarrel, welcome, sir.
Hello, sir. Thank you for inviting me. Hello, world.
All right. Okay. Jarrel, before we talk about anything, my first question needs to be, what are you drinking right now?
Well, I'm not really drinking anything alcoholic. It's 2 o'clock here, so
Mhm.
it's too early for that anyway. But right now, I'm drinking a magical elixir that it has a sweet finish. It's something that goes great with almost anything between lunch and dinner. Um, very, very, very nice, sweet finish. Very good for the palate. I believe the kids call it cheer wine. Yeah, that's
Cheer
what the kids
wine?
call it. Yeah, it's actually a soda. So it's soda here.
All right.
It's a
So
soda.
that's called cheer wine. I never heard of it. All right. That's interesting. Mike, welcome, Mike. What's next? Next is A Drink with Brink. Cheers, guys. Welcome, Mike. Cool to see you today. I hope you're all right, sir. So we're talking to Jarrel today, and Jarrel, I think we first need to talk about the initial reason you reached out. You had a campaign going on, a comic book campaign. So you make your own comics, right? But the campaign didn't really go as planned, and now we're basically we decided to continue with the stream because it could be interesting. First of all, to get to know you, right? But also maybe to talk a little bit about the campaign and what exactly went wrong and what your plans are now. So is that a good plan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much so.
All right. So Jarrel, so you like comic books? You started to make your own comic books. What's the story there?
Well, I'm gonna clarify and tell everybody now I'm a normie. I am very, very late to this party. The thing is, I learned my passion or found my passion for comic books in college. It was just something that happened while I'd be taking breaks from classes. I'd read some web comics, superhero genre, a few other genres, and I just started thinking like, that seems interesting. I like what these people are doing. And that was the seed, and eventually it got to a point where I thought, I want to do that. I want to try that and give that a try. And eventually it took me to an entrepreneurship class in grad school
Oh,
where
really?
I decided, why not like turn this from a hobby and then to like an actual business.
Wow. Did you say you started with web comics or you read web comics?
Yes.
Right.
That's what I would initially read. To tell the truth, I hadn't actually wasn't much of a comic book buyer for then, but
All
I'm
right.
I'm building a steady like collection right now.
Right. So what was the web comic that you came across that
Mhm.
that got you like
It's
into
called
the
Spinneret. I'm not sure if most people have heard of it or if you've heard of it. It's pretty much like it's similar to Spider-Man, except like the main character is a woman. Let's see it.
with
It
spider
includes
powers?
yes,
Mm.
she's spinner. She got her powers like not from a spider bite, from like I think she fell into like a pool of chemicals, and that's how she got her powers.
Yeah.
Um, it's even more like intense than like Peter Parker's transformation because like he gets like just swole up and like he doesn't need his glass anymore. Like she grows 6 arms in addition to like
Oh
building
shit.
muscle. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Mike says.
intense. It's intense.
Yeah, Mike says I've heard of the character by name. Yes, same here. I heard about it, but I can't
Okay,
really
cool.
tell you much about it beyond that.
Mm.
But it's pretty. So it's not really like comedy or something. It's really serious
Comedic
stuff.
moments. It's
Oh,
very pretty lighthearted. It
all
does
right.
have some dark moments at the same, but I think of it as something that's, if you like comics and you're just wanting something light, this has the perfect blend of like action, comedy, and yeah, like I said, some dark moments sprinkled in there too. It's a good read.
Right. So, but I take it you heard of like the famous characters before that. Like you heard about Spider-Man and Batman and stuff like that. But for some reason,
Yes,
you didn't do that,
I
right?
admit I watched Justice League as a child,
All right. Yeah,
superhero shows, but I hadn't read comic books, to be honest with you, not
Right.
much.
yeah. What do you think? What do you think keeps people from reading comics? I think it's very difficult nowadays to get youngsters to read comic books for some reason.
I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. I'm gonna try to speak mostly for myself. To be honest, the thing that kept me from reading comic books is just it wasn't just something that people in my social circle did. To be honest, I played basketball in high school. It
Oh,
wasn't
sure. Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that you did in
Mhm.
like that in that social circle, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You'd probably get teased if you did that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I'm at an age where now I don't care about fitting in much anymore.
Yeah,
But
I think that's
anyway,
I think that's maybe why it's associated with being nerdy, because usually when you're young, you have like your social group, and when you're a bit of an outsider, you start to read comic books, you know.
mm,
So maybe that's why. Yeah.
that could be it. And I guess I will break my rule by speaking for other people. I think it's because most people like I hate to say it, and it annoys me because comics contribute so much to pop culture nowadays. I mean, everybody's a nerd nowadays. You got people who are
Mm,
into anime and they're doing it proudly now. But I think it's because people look down on comics. They really do. Like they
right.
don't give it the respect that it deserves, despite the fact that it's it's done so much for pop culture.
Mhm.
It's led the culture for a bit. I mean, let's just be honest. Avengers, I'm not sure the first Avengers movie, that was when it all took off. That was the hot
Holy
thing of the
shit.
summer, and
That was
it
an
just
yeah, man, that was an event. It was like
mm,
never in my life did I expect to see something like that. That was amazing. Mike says that Justice League animated series is one of the greatest ever made. Yeah, yeah,
like
right,
preaching the gospel on Sunday.
right. So so you got a little bit into comics, at least the medium. You liked the way you could tell stories through that medium, through that format. I think.
Yes, sir. It as I learned more about it, it was something that I thought, huh, I actually do like to write. So maybe I
Oh,
should like again turn this into like from a hobby. And as I got older, took the entrepreneurship class in grad school, like it's became something I thought of as a business.
mhm. Everything you've just said is very accurately true, Jarrell, says Mike.
Mm, thank you.
Yeah, right, right, cool. So, so you hadn't really written anything before this.
Not really. Not besides the script for my first comic. That's it.
Mhm. Did did you go through? So did you have an idea already when you decided to make a comic, or did you develop it once you made the decision?
I'd say that was a little bit of both. I had before I started writing, I had like a brainstorm session with myself, and I figured out like a storyboard map of like where I wanted the story to go, like at least the first issue. And then from there, like I started building a story arc of like what happens after the first issue, what happens in that next issue, and so on and so forth.
All right. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, it was a process. Like my processes for writing it's kind of methodical and something that like writing how I guess you'd probably be taught if you went to school for how to write, I guess. It's not like professional like the way like I'm sure they professionals have their own way of teaching people how to write, but this was just the process that I went through.
Right. All right. Hey, Dr. Ino. Welcome, Dr. Ino. Welcome, sir. Today we're talking to Jarrell from Ronin Entertainment Comics, which is a cool sounding label name. Ronin. Why did you pick
Appreciate
that?
that.
Why did you pick that name?
Well, Ronin comes from the word like it's really means wave man, but it's like the way we think of it, it's like the masterless feudal warriors of Japan. Back in those days, if you had no flag, you were considered like trash, you know.
Mm,
But I kind of like am taking that name back and saying like a man who has no master has no limits. He can go as far as he wants to go.
right.
That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
took that name.
You're like the freelancer.
Right, in a way, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The indie comics, independent, right? Right.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, you were talking about writing, and I'm always curious about this because I write my own comics. So how did you first off? How did you learn how to write? And second question is, how did you know that what you wrote was good?
Well, I can't say I know how to write because, let's see, based on why we're here, I can't exactly like brag on what I've done so far. But I look at what I've written and I feel like at peace at what I've written. And I
Mm,
hope when it gets to the market, people will feel the same way eventually. Like it's really too early to say that like I know like this is gonna like do like 10,000 or more copies like the first week. But you know, I feel at peace with what I've written, and that's the main thing I think
right,
writers should like, or artists or people in the creative field should like. That's the first thing you should check off. Are you at peace? Are you content with what you put out?
sure, right. Did you just say something about 10,000 copies sold in the first week of your comic?
Yeah, I mean, it's too early to say it's going to do that, you know.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
that would be nice. That would be great, but
of course,
you
yeah,
know, let's get there before we start bragging about that.
right, yeah. As you know, man, this takes years to get
Mhm.
to a point that you can talk about such numbers, even when you ever reach it, because it's very very difficult, very difficult.
Yeah. Again, this medium or this way of life deserves more respect because, you know, some people give their whole life to this like this medium or way of like storytelling.
Mhm.
And sometimes they still don't get what they should have got once it's all over with.
Right, yeah, yeah. That's right. Mike says, always remember Shinobi, fantastic console game series.
Now
Did you
that I
play
have not
games?
played. I do play video games, but that is one game I've like not played. I've heard of it, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. I heard of it too. I might have played it, but it's a long time ago. Right. All right. Cool. I don't know. So you made your comic book. What was the process there? Because you decide to make a comic book, you developed the story, you began to like structure things, so you had like different chapters or different issues, right?
Yes, sir.
So and then you made the decision to put it on Kickstarter. What happened there? What's the idea behind that?
Well, the thing is, Kickstarter is the well-known, or like it's the most well-known crowdfunding campaign platform. That's what influenced my decision to put it on there. Um, there's probably other or just other platforms that might have worked out better for me, but at the time, that was what I thought would be the best option. Considering I'm very new, somebody who it'd be easier for me to, you know, get in the door with that. But apparently, based on the results, it was not. That was not the case.
Right. Uh, hey, welcome, Quantum Age Comics. Welcome, welcome. Good day, all. He says, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you, man. Mike says, the original arcade and 16-bit game, not so much the newer 3D one, that is. Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds before my time.
yeah, man. 16-bit games. Excellent. Wow. So I brought up your campaign. This is it, right?
Yes, sir. That's it. Mhm.
Steel Magnolia issue 0. So you started with a 0. Usually, with comic books, they have like usually they start with a mini series, or the first you have like 4 issues, and then for some reason they restart with issue 1 for the ongoing series. It's really stupid, you know. And then later on, they bring on they publish this extra book called the Zero issue. For some reason they do that. I don't know, man. But you decided to start with the 0 issue. Why is that?
Well, it's a prologue issue. It shows like what happened that set things in place before the hero got her powers.
Mm,
And just spoiler alert: the main character is a woman, Steel Magnolia. Like I said, it was a prologue issue. Like I said, it shows what depicts the issues or depicts the events that put things in place for her to get her powers. Basically, what happens is issue 0 depicts a heist by some foreign terrorists. They're trying to steal some WMDs from the United States military. And as you could imagine, the military doesn't respond well to that. So it ends up in a very bloody fight. And let's just say some people survive, some people do not survive. So issue 1 would talk about a little about the aftermath of what happened to issue 0, as you could probably expect.
mm. Is this the cover?
That's a bit about the cover. It's like so you can see the title.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just how I like crop the picture.
Right. And it's drawn by Sophie Daisy? Or
Yes, sir. She's a freelance artist from Chicago. I met her on Fiverr.
all right. Okay, so you went to look for an artist on Fiverr.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So how did that go? Did you reach out to her? Did you? Well, I don't really know how it works. Did you put out a advertisement, or do you actively like reach out to people?
Personally, I just went out and just looked for artists on Fiverr. Freelance artists. Thinking about it, I'm going to try just reaching out to people I know on Twitter or I've met since starting this on Twitter and just see what they'd say. Fiverr can be it can be a mixed bag sometimes. Sometimes you can get what you're really looking for, and sometimes you can get something that yeah, I didn't really want to pay that type of money for what I got. But yeah, that's just the luck of the draw sometimes.
Right. Sim, welcome, Sim. Sim Inkslayer. Excellent. Sure, the campaign's still live, Sim? Or is it just over? Cool. So you mean you tried multiple artists, or you used like Fiverr before?
Sophie was the artist that I chose for this project. Yeah, that like I said, I found her on Fiverr and we just, we set up a like mini contract and just, work things out to
Oh, cool.
do some art that was meant to attract people to the campaign. But I'll explain more as we get more to it.
Right. And she had the art style you were looking for your particular book.
Yeah, I was looking for something that was Western comic book style. I was fairly impressed by it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have much of an eye for great art. I can't really analyze it the way like somebody who's more artistically inclined could, because my artistic skills are lacking. Where I shine is as a writer.
Sure. Did Sophie also do the inking? I mean the colors.
She did everything.
And the
Colors, inking, pencil work, everything.
All right. All right. Right. So you have here this. So the story behind this, you said a little bit, and then you have like if you don't know, these are the opening pages, right? This you open the book. This is the first page, right?
Yes, the first
Right.
pages. They're if you scroll down, I don't know if you can, but that's what's shown. Like the first pages, pages 1 through 4.
All right. Yeah. The people talking. So how did you come up with this concept for the comic?
When you say concept, like what do you mean
Like
exactly?
the basic premise, the basic idea.
Oh, well, essentially when I was writing the comic, I wrote it as if I was starting from issue number 1, but then I was like, oh, um, that doesn't really explain how this person got their powers or how they initially like would be in a position to get them. So I decided to like write issue number 0 first. It was just like thinking about it like from a why not just start from the beginning and just rather than like have to explain all that later, I guess.
Right. Quantum Age Comics asks, can we get a link to the campaign? Yes, that's possible. But the thing is that this campaign is closed. It's no longer accessible. It was unsuccessful and it closed down. So we're basically just talking about the process, about how it started. But I'm also curious to learn what the next steps are, and I'm pretty curious to learn, Jarrel, maybe is what do you think contributes to this campaign not making the goal? What are your theories?
Well, generally, I would say I totally underestimated the power of Kickstarter, the preparation of what it takes to have a successful Kickstarter. I was completely ignorant of that fact. Um, I probably might have should have waited to do my Kickstarter like around this time, or maybe wait till the December, because um, you need to like build a good email list or a good backer, a good like volume of backers before you start it. And
Yeah.
that was something that I was trying to do it as like the Kickstarter was going on.
Did
That's the
you
main issue.
launch without a pre-launch page?
I had a pre-launch page ready, but like I said, my backer list was not very long. I was
Hmm,
trying to like do the backer list before, well, as it was going on, when I should have
sure.
probably like built it up before. Um, let's
Well,
see.
you
I
probably have.
also might.
No, go ahead,
What'd you
sir.
say? I also might have probably should have just had a full book ready. I don't know, maybe like spent a little bit more money because right now I only had like just a few pages ready.
Hmm.
It might have helped more. Let's see, it's one more thing. Probably been on your show probably beforehand. I don't know, that might have helped it a little bit more, trying to like get interviews before, so to generate hype and like draw more people to it.
All right. Did you go on any streams during your campaign or before?
No,
Nothing.
I was mostly doing like face-to-face forms of marketing, like putting up posters,
Oh,
business
really?
cards, going to Comic Cons, and
Mm,
talking with people, making connections that way.
right.
But like I said, I was completely ignorant to the power of having a strong backer list before you start your Kickstarter.
Right. Yeah. It. What you do need is some sort of following, right? And you can use any like social media platform out there. You can use them all. You can build you can spread yourself out. So people get to know the brand, but it takes a long time. So you have to be seen, but you also have to be patient. It takes a long time for people to remember the brand. Hey, look, that's Ronin Entertainment,
Mm.
and then you have to deliver of course, you have to make something that people want to back. That's also important. And then you have to deliver. And when you can do that consistently, then slowly you will grow your audience, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
need to take the long route. It's a lot of links here. So, by the way, guys, I put the link to Mr. Jarrel's Linktree in the description, and all the links are there. You have a YouTube channel, you have Instagram, you have a lot of stuff, right?
Like, subscribe, follow wherever you can, y'all.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate that very, very much. Thank you.
I'd buy that for $1, says Mike.
Yeah.
Do you know the
Thank you,
reference?
sir. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Right. Okay. So what's the next step? So now that this is behind you, what are you going to do now?
Well, right now I'm working on with a company of getting Ronin's website developed. Also, I'm let's see, thinking of like continuing on with Sophie to like do the rest of the art for the comic book, or maybe like depending on what she's what she's depending on like where her schedule is, or going with another artist entirely. Uh, it's like a two front mission. Yeah, I'm trying to like another guess. Um, um, it's I basically have to like think about how I should rebound right now. It's
Sure.
building my website, and getting the art together for the comic book. Once that's done, it's getting to a printer. I'm thinking about going to Print Ninja, to have it printed,
Ninja. All
and
right.
just
Sure.
yeah, just doing things from a very grassroots level.
Right. You also have like websites that do print on demand for you, so you can put your comic there, and then people can put in orders, and once they order it, it'll be printed, right? So, and they do everything for you, so you don't even have to like do your own web store or run a campaign or whatever. Like
Okay.
like Indie Planet. You know Indie Planet?
I've heard of it. We should probably talk more about this
Yeah,
off screen.
I started there. I started on Indie Planet. I put my books there, and you get the occasional order. You still need to promote it, right? Because people need to find your store on there, right? But you can direct people there, and you can sell some book and slowly like make a name for yourself. Um, but that only works when you have your book done. So if you still need to produce it, they need to fund it, and they need to do crowdfund, right?
Yes, sir. Let's just say I'm got some savings to, do this grassroots mission I'm on.
Mhm.
So, I'm just going to like do everything myself this time.
Right. With everything yourself, you mean like your own store, or what do you mean?
No, 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 not that far. Just the have the website developed,
Oh
um,
yeah, right.
have the pay to have the artist do the artwork, and then pay Print Ninja to print it and get the packaging together when it's time.
Indie Planet, yeah, Indie Planet is still very good, yeah. And they will give you a little discount when you have like their advertisement on the back of your book. Eh,
Okay.
all these little things
Tell me
help
something.
for.
Is comics? I don't know if you've heard of a Mr. Batea of Comics, Comix. He's on Twitter as well. Well, they're about to like unveil something like what you're talking about. It's like a marketplace for indie creators.
Oh, you mean where you can read the digital books?
Yes, I believe that's the general idea of what he's coming out with.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing around with that also. I haven't activated it yet. I am uploading books there, but I still need to activate it and see what that does. Yeah, it is interesting. You kind of need to try whatever you can to try and get people to see your stuff. That's the most important thing. People need to see you. They need to know that you exist, right?
True. Yes, sir. I admit, like, this is something that's like promoting yourself on social media is something that's new to me, because initially I was somebody who kind of like shied away from social media in my personal life. I just like picked it up as like working as a business owner. You know, it's a new thing for me, to be honest with you.
Right. One sec. My cat is. Jesus. Oh, my cat is. Jesus. My cat was stuck. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Sorry to hear about that.
So my cat.
Your cat's free though, right?
Yeah,
They got
yeah.
out.
He was
Okay, good, good.
stuck with his nails, so I had to free him.
Oh,
Holy shit! All right, you okay, buddy? Sorry about that, guys. Dr. Ino, he says you do have people funding you, so you do have something of value. Perhaps finishing the book and getting better marketing could help.
yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, and I appreciate the vote of confidence from that.
Right. Yeah. The John Malin advice, as Dave has himself quoted repeatedly in the past, you gotta make yourself get out there and promote your work for yourself. Yeah, you do. You do have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes, sir. I admit sometimes it's hard to like come up with ideas to like what to put out. I do based on a little bit of what we're talking about. I'm already thinking of a new video idea. Having like the artist like do more artwork from the comic to promote it, and maybe like something that talks a little bit about what I learned from my campaign failing. I think those would be good ideas for videos.
Yeah, yeah. And you know the thing is, I'm wait. Let me stop this. By the way, we don't really need this. Screen. Can we stop this? Cancel. Oh wait. Anyway, I'm not really a natural like I'm not a YouTuber. That's what I say in my intro, right? I just needed to do this, but you need to it's unfortunately part of the mechanics nowadays, right? So
Yeah,
just
it's
yeah,
social media is a necessary evil for just being a creative and a business owner. I mean, if you want to do anything that where you can make money from it, you got to be on social media in some capacity. It's
mhm,
just how it is nowadays.
right, right. All right, man. Well, so you have like plans for your story still. You still want to pursue this and create more stories about Steel Magnolia.
Mhm. Yes. The next story will be where she actually gets her powers. It's the origin story. She's going to be going up against the terrorist organization from issue number 0. Um, she'll be clashing with them, and she'll be uncovering their plot to attack the United States
Oh,
using the WMDs they were trying to steal in issue number 0. after that, issue number 1, she'll go up against her first super villain that actually has powers. He's without spoiling too much, he's from a sort of clandestine criminal organization that, yeah, let's just say, like, maybe people can guess it, but if you mess up in this organization, you like have to cut off a little bit of your fingers. That might
What?
spoil it a little, but people could probably guess.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Like the cigar smoking people.
They could, they might be into that.
Okay. All right.
They're
Right.
into another like type of alcoholic beverage too.
All right. What's
Yeah.
a terror organization called in your book?
Their name is in Arabic. But I'm just for the sake of like simplicity, I'm just gonna say their name is
Hey, this to here.
actually, you know what? I might change that because I don't like the way that sounds. I really don't. It's too cliche.
You think? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, curious to see. Man, when you have things, you have your social media. So you have your X account, you have your YouTube. So use that. Slowly put things out there, build some hype, then do a pre-launch page. Be patient. Let people sign up to that. Determine how many signups you want before you launch. Stuff like that. Take your time, and whatever you put out there, make sure it's the best that it can be. So people actually want that. That's really cool. It's all that I can basically say. And there are a lot of people within this indie sphere willing to help and have their own channels that you can be on. So just reach out. I can offer you some tips for some people, maybe with shows that you can reach out to.
Okay. Appreciate that.
It's a grind, man. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, comics deserves more respect because of just the workload that it takes to promote yourself and get to a prominent level.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Jarrel, thank you for talking about that and for talking about your campaign and about your plans. So I'm looking forward to what's next for Ronin Entertainment. Right. All right, guys, let me share something else because we are still active with our own campaign. So here is Perfect 10 Book 5 POWERTRIP Book 2. If you like superhero stuff, this is the most superhero-esque that it can get. This is a complete superhero universe. It's colorful. It's a bunch of characters. It's really cool. And I'm working together with Paul Rodriguez, who worked for Marvel, for DC. He drew the Justice League, for instance. And now, for some reason, he's working with me. I'm very, very lucky to have him. And so this is cover A that you can get of the villainous Calamity facing off against the villain. So we had this slow build up, right? So issue 5 is finally the confrontation. And we have cover B with the main character 10 in like this armor. Really, really awesome stuff. Look at this little 10 in the weapon also. So cool. I love this stuff, guys. And so the art is all done by Paul Rodriguez. It's colored by Daniel Rodriguez, lettered by Joel Saavedra. It's the same team. So the quality of the first book, we still have it. It's the same team. And we are dedicated to finish the entire series. This image right here is based on a cover from Wonder Woman from 30 years ago, drawn by Mike Deodato Jr. Really, really cool. So we have double page spread, You can't really see it well here because it's really small, but it's a double page. It's fantastic, guys. If you see this in print, it will blow you away. So we introduce many new characters. Every issue we introduce new characters. We're slowly building this world, this universe. It was a puzzle to write it all because there's so much going on with so many characters, but we managed, guys. We're doing things. It's really, really awesome. Look at this. This is the pencil art because this is the first time that we brought on a inker. Usually Pow inked his own work. Nowadays, we're working together with Thiago Gomez, and Thiago does the inks now. So Pow can focus more on the pencil art, and we can speed up the process a little bit. But look at the detail. It's so good. And then we have POWERTRIP issue 2. This book is done. It's printed. It's completely done. There are people who already have it. But if you backed for Perfect 10 book 5 plus POWERTRIP book 2, you have to wait a little bit until Perfect 10 is done, so we can put it all in the same shipment, right? So 3 shorter stories by different creative teams. Shadow Lion, drawn by Eder Messias. Eder Messias right now is drawing for Marvel. He's doing Moon Knight, and he drew Shadow Lion. This is written by Jochem van der Steen, some Dutch guy that I happen to know, and so he wrote this, and he introduced his own villains. Also, this is Besta Farah, based on a Brazilian legendary creature. Really, really cool stuff, guys. Then we have the Flying Dutchman, who's basically our Superman. But he's from the Netherlands, so really, really cool. And this is also drawn by Pow. It's colored by Federico Siok. I work with these guys a lot because they always deliver quality. They deliver the quality, guys. And they've POWERTRIP, the Phenomenals. The Phenomenals is a story about a group of superheroes who didn't really make it through the superhero academy, but they formed this group anyway because they want to help people, right? So they go beyond the system, beyond the official academy, and it's drawn by Gilbert Monsanto. Look at this, really, really cool. You can still get character commissions. So Pow Rodriguez will draw any character you want. It can be your own character, it can be mainstream, it can be genuine verse character, whatever you want. You will get this along with the new books, with all the covers, and I will sign all the books also. And you will get this physical, this commission, plus you will get it as a high-res scan. You can use it for anything you want. You can have it colored, you can use it for a cover, whatever. These cards are done, they're printed. This is a stretch gold triple print collection for early backers. This is also done. It's all printed, guys. This link is also in the description of this video. Please go share it out with other people. Help us make this book. We are now at 9,616, so we're slowly inching towards the 10K. We can do it. I have faith, guys. With your help, we can make it. So please share it out. All right. Wait, share, and then we do end the screens. Okay, that was my little shilling session. Thank you so much for the patience, Jarrel. Thank you again for being my guest for today, and good luck with all your endeavors. Right.
Thank you, sir. You as well.
And Mike says, Dave, your cat's hilarious during your drinks. Yeah, sometimes he's a bit annoying, but he's sweet. Yeah, you're sweet, dude. Right, guys, chat. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Because without you, there's no point, right? We're just having a conversation. Thank you so much. If you like this conversation, please like this stream. If you didn't like the conversation, give it a dislike, and I'm very sorry. I won't be streaming next week because that's my birthday, but I'll be back I think it's 23rd or the 24th. I'll be back, and in the meantime I might do a little different show, maybe some other topic, something random. I'm not sure. We'll see. I hope to see you guys anyway. And let me find my videos for the outro. I think that I found it. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Jarrel. Thank you, chat. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Ooh, before we go,
Oh.
Can you teach me how to say happy birthday in Dutch?
Ja, hartelijk gefeliciteerd.
Ooh.
Hartelijk
Ooh,
gefeliciteerd.
Never mind, I can't do that. Tell me how to say bye in Dutch.
Doei.
Doei.
Doei. Doei.
Doei.